So in this video, I'm gonna try to explain major chords to you as simple and as well as I would do it to a student. So you're probably never gonna have to watch a video on that subject again if you actually practice it. So get on your piano and let's go for it. Okay, so basically we have 12 major chords, okay? C, C sharp or D flat, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, A flat, A, B flat, B, and then back to C. Okay, so these are the 12 major chords we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because we have 12 keys on the piano. Now, how do I create a major chord? There are different ways you can do that. If you know your scales already, the easiest ways is to think 1, 3, 5. So basically, if I know my major scale, C major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 3, 5. Okay. If I know my F major scale, 1, 3, 5. G, 1, 3, 5. Right? Any scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 3, 5. So that's one of the techniques. The other one is if you know your whole steps and half steps. So whole step is when you half step is easier to explain. So half step is when you go to the closest note to your left or your right. Okay, so if I'm going a half step on the right side, so from C it's gonna be this black note because it's the closest note to C. So if I go a second half step to D, that's a whole step. Okay, so if I'm coming from E and I want to play a half step, I'm gonna go to F because F is the closest note to E. If I'm going a half step on the left, however, it's gonna be this black note, which is E flat. Okay, so whole step is 2 half steps. A half step is the closest note. But the mistake you have to avoid making is thinking that because those 2 white notes are next to each other, they are the closest note to each other. You must keep in mind that you are dealing with black notes as well. So if I'm talking about these 2 notes, G and A, the closest note to G is not gonna be A. It's gonna be A flat, which is this black note. Okay, so if you understand half steps, you can think of it that way. You play the note that you need. For example, if I'm playing C major, I can play C and then I add 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's my second note. And for my third note, I add 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so either way, I still have the same thing. Okay, now how to practice it, how to remember them. Because when you're playing, if I'm playing a song, God lifted me, God lifted me, God lifted me, da 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 da. Right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, I need the first note. Da, 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 da. God lifted me, God lifted me. Right? I'm obviously not gonna do that. So you need to be able to have this mental image of what that chord looks like and what it feels like. That comes over time through practice, but there are tricks that you can use. For example, you can split them into categories. The first category is the ones that are white notes only. So white, white, white. For example, we have these 3 chords: C major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We have F major, 1, 3, 5, and then we have G major. Right? So those are my 3 major chords that have white notes only: C, F, and G. So what you can do, you can use a metronome, for example. Wait, let me take down the tempo. You can use a metronome and then practice these 3 chords by themselves, right? Let's do that. I have this metronome. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just keep repeating it, right? Until I get fully comfortable with that. And one thing, something else I can do, I can either use different subdivisions, or I can just speed it up. So if I want to use the same tempo, the same speed, I can just split the subdivision, which means instead of changing chords every 4 beats, I can change chords every 2 beats. Now I do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, right? I can make it even faster with the same speed, with the same tempo, and I do subdivision. I change my chords every 1 beat. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, right? So the faster I can play something clearly, well articulated, the more comfortable it means I am more comfortable with that. So that means when you're practicing, always challenge yourself to increase the speed as you get more comfortable, because it's always better. So that was the first category. Now the second category, it has white note, black note, and then white note. So also make sure you practicing with both hands, not just with one hand. So we have D, E, A, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's D. That's E, and that's A. Or if I'm doing it with scales, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the same thing. Either way you find it. But bottom line, we're gonna practice this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I just keep repeating that. And then once I get comfortable with that, I can go 2 beats. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And if I get more comfortable, I can go. Right? So that's the second category. The third category, however, it's gonna be black note, white note, and then black note. So I have D flat, E flat, and A flat. It's the same letters, you just add flat to it. So D flat, E flat, and A flat. So I'm gonna practice this. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I practice them in groups like this so that my brain, I can build the muscle memory. If I don't remember E flat, for example, but my brain remembers I practiced E flat with D flat, so it means they are in the same category. So I don't have to, struggle with that. I can remember, okay, E flat is gonna be a black, white, black, so it's easier for me to remember. And then the fourth category, since it's 12 of them, so I have 4 categories of 3. The last one is more irregular. So I'm gonna have F sharp, which is black, black, black. I have B flat, which is black, white, white, and I have B, which is white, black, black. So they're all different. So that one is, I leave it for last because it's a little more difficult to remember. So at least by the time you get to this, you're already starting to get comfortable with your fingering, with your articulation, and it's easier for you to get it. So 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Most of my students usually they struggle with the transition from B flat to B. So you might take a little more time on that. Take it as slow as you can. The slower you start, the better it is, because if you're trying to rush through it, you're never gonna get it right. It's always gonna sounds sluggish. But from there, once you practice all 12 of them, now we're gonna practice all 12 together. So I'm gonna start with C, and then I'm gonna move chromatically up. So I'm gonna start with C, 2, 3, 4. B flat, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, A flat, A, B flat, B, and then up to C. I can go back down again. B flat, A flat, G, F sharp, F, E flat, D flat, and back to C. Right? If you want, you can speed it up, or you can change the subdivision. Right? And last thing, make sure when you're practicing, whatever you're practicing, whether it's chords, whether it's scales, make sure you always practice with both hands, because you don't want one hand to be more comfortable than the other one. So thank you for watching this video. Please share it with someone you think might be interested in learning the piano, and I'll see you in the next one.